Hello, welcome to the Sharpest Teeth. My name is Saturn, and today, Aquarius, we're gonna have a little chat. This is a tarot reading for Aquarius signs, sun signs, and prominent placements in Aquarius. So, the first thing I have is the Nine of Rods. You're gonna need to have some strong boundaries, Aquarius. This is a good time to take a pause. It is Mercury retrograde season. It's retrogrades all up in here right now, and it's a good time to reflect at what you're planning on doing, how much energy you're spending on people, and also just like, what are your next steps? What are the next steps for you, Aquarius? That's what we're looking at. That is what we are looking at. Oh, and we got the Nine of Pentacles. When you do this, you're gonna get that money, girl. We got the nines, so you're completing a cycle right now, and it's gonna be beneficial. It's gonna be beneficial. Looking at what you want to do and where you want to spend your money. And I think that, you know, people are coming in to, they're coming out of the woodwork. Cats are coming through doors. Okay. Okay, E.G. People are coming out of the woodwork, almost out of nowhere, to come say hello, to ask about your services, and to see if you are interested in doing some work. You're kind of resting on your laurels a little bit here with the Four of Pentacles. You're kind of like reluctant to share this work with anyone, but I think like asking for help might be necessary with the Nine of Swords, the Magician, and the Hierophant in reverse. There is a little bit of imposter syndrome coming up for you, and I think that could be why you are not really wanting to share. It's not really sharing. It's like not sharing the workload. You know, it's not like you're afraid to share your resources or your abundance. It's more like, this is my work. And I definitely think that if there's someone coming through to see if you are interested in doing some work for them, you might feel a bit guarded. And there's a lot of grief going on right now. You might be having trouble sleeping. You might be getting a lot of messages in your dreams right now, actually. And I think you need to rest. For sure, I do think that you need to rest and recharge your energy, because this stuff coming up for you is like, there's this fear that because you have a certain way of doing things, that other people won't be able to do things those ways. And so you don't want to share your work. That's why. It's like you don't want to ask people for help to do the things that you need to get done, because you have a specific way of doing them. And sorry y'all, these messages are coming from all over the place. So with the Nine of Swords and the Magician and the Hierophant reversed, that's kind of what I'm getting is that. And also, like, you have a specific way of like magicking things that you don't really know how to teach exactly. Might be difficult for you to teach that because it's not exactly a skill. It's more like a trait that you have, and you're not sure how you would even teach it. So I would definitely suggest taking a look at what you have right now and how you're going to move forward. The Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out here for that. So Yeah, get that queen energy going in there, right? Make sure that you know how much money you have, where your money is coming from, and what you want to do with that money in the future. And also, like, what are you doing with your body as well? I always think of the pentacles as not just materialistic stuff, but also like the material, like literally the earth, literally your body. And also your pets. Take a look at how you're spending time with your pets, if you're spending time with your pets. How much time are you spending with the earth? If you need a reminder, if you need a grounding ritual or experience, definitely now is the time to get out into nature and look at the abundance in nature. It is the fall season, and so it is an abundant season. This is when we celebrate abundance. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about that abundance. You know, we got grapes, we got apples and oranges, we got a rabbit, we got flowers all up in here, and a whole field behind her with a mountain range, the expanses, like looking how far you can go. I'm thinking of Monty Python. She's got huge tracts of land. Okay. So, yeah. How are you treating your body? And how are you in relationship with the land that you're on right now? Because doing this, I think, like, oh God, everybody's getting the message to slow down a bit. Just slow down a little bit. Take a look at what you've got, what you want to do. Take a look at how your magic manifests. I would even suggest, like, writing things down to see what is successful for you and what works for you so that you can repeat it later. With the Magician here, that's just kind of what I'm getting, and the Hierophant in reverse too. It's like you do have a specific way of doing things, and I'm talking really pointedly toward the like spiritual people who are more inclined to doing magic and manifestation and like rituals and the like. I definitely am seeing like writing it down because it's unconventional the way that you do your magic. So taking note of it and kind of experimenting, I don't really think that's your jam, Aquarius, to like write down stuff. And I'm also getting this like, I don't know if that's gonna work for me, like this hesitance of like, I don't know if like writing it down is gonna work for me, but just try it out, you know, just try it out so that you have a reference for what you've done. And if nothing else, just to keep track of your successes, because I mean, like having a list of the things that you've done that have been successful, helpful. Okay? Helpful. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. I want to see what's in store for you. What is in store for you? Where should you be putting your energy in order to get the most out of it? Okay? Judgment. Definitely more looking at your behaviors, looking at your, even like on a larger scale, like your life over time and how you, there's really a lot of like planning vibes here. There's like, okay, I'm surprised that the Three of Wands hasn't come out yet, because it's very much like, okay, what have I done that's worked? What am I doing right now that isn't working? And what do I want to change? What do I want to focus on in the future? And I would also say like this, the Judgment card would be for sure, like, I'm just seeing you kind of like cutting ties with some people. Maybe you're needing to move on from a certain line of work or a lifestyle that you have already kind of started to move away from but haven't fully severed those ties yet. And I would definitely suggest kind of like ending those relationships that are not helpful, that don't serve you, that are even maybe a bit more judgmental, that like instigate feeling bad about yourself, the ones that don't feel good or that don't resonate for you. We have the Two of Pentacles in reversed. You have a lot going on, dude. You are doing maybe too much. So I don't see that changing. Aquarius, y'all love to stay busy, and sometimes it's like y'all are too busy, and then you take like one little break and you're like, okay, I'm ready to go back in, which is kind of what I'm seeing. It's like, okay, I cut those people off. I decided that I'm not going to do that anymore, so I'm going to do this other thing, and I'm just going to keep doing it, and I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep doing it. So the Two of Pentacles is about kind of is like in reverse. It's about being a little bit out of balance, a little bit out of whack. I'm seeing like big emotional waves might come through. I'm seeing waves crashing on a bluff over and over again and just kind of wearing the rock down. And that's you. You're the rock, babe. You're the rock. We got Page of Rods in reverse as well. So be on the lookout for shit coming back to bite you. If you do decide to let go of some peeps in your life, make sure that you do so in a kind way. Make sure that you do so in a way that feels good to you, that feels right to you, so that you can stand in your conviction, because the Page of Rods reverse can be like a little bit of gossip over here, people talking shit, okay? People spreading lies even, especially on its head. I would also say, like, keep an eye on what you say when you are feeling out of balance. Keep an eye on that, because you could be like admonishing a little bit of what you have gathered. You could be like scaring away some success. And some cards fell to the floor, so what falls to the floor comes to your door, Aquarius. We have Temperance. And it was faced away from me, but we have Three of Cups in reversed. Kitty. And the Two of Swords. I don't know what his deal is. Okay. Temperance is more about balancing energies, energy cycles, creating some art is always good. There's a lot of water and earth energy here in the Temperance card. In the reading, there's more like earth and fire energy, and not a lot of air. The only air that we have is the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So it could be, with the Three of Cups, that you need to be diversifying the people that you're spending time with, right? Like, and the Two of Swords, I would also say that's like you have a choice to make. Yeah. I think, like, again, not something that you're gonna like super a lot, but like trying new things, spending some time with new people, getting a little bit out of your comfort zone, doing something silly that you wouldn't normally like, and yep, spending time with new people, diversifying your crowd, and then also weighing your options, right? I'm kind of seeing the Two of Swords as like a think before you speak type thing, especially with the Page of Wands in reverse. coming through before that. So, yeah. Okay. That's your reading. I see a lot of abundance for you. I see a lot of difficulty and really just like doing things your own way. I see a lot of reviewing where you're at and where you want to go. And I see some imbalance as well. So I hope you can find that balance. I hope that you find some time to ground yourself and hang out in nature. I hope that you can make some good decisions, and I wish you all of the strength and courage in the world to let go of that which doesn't serve you anymore, Aquarius. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.